The irony of Sean and Bea both being on Aftersun. The irony of Sean and Bea being the first two islanders dumped from the villa. Shit really do come full circle. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Deuce with the News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video. And welcome to the family. Thank you. Also, don't forget to hype the video up. And I want to let y'all know that we are at 800 and I think the last time was 11 subscribers. Y'all are doing y'all big one. Thank y'all so much. I am on the road to 1K, and I feel like by the end of this Love Island season, we should be there. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank y'all so much. Now let's get into the recap. So the episode starts off with Sincere pulling Melanie to chat, and basically Sincere is trying to plead his case. He's saying that if it's up to him, he will choose to stay in a couple with her. Well, guess what? Guess what, buddy? It's up to us. The power is in America's hands. You're bad. You should have acted right, and maybe would have put Soul with somebody else, but you didn't. And now, because you was hooting and hollering how dreamy Soul is, you're gonna be paired up with her. Oh well. Now Melanie was standing on business, and I appreciate that, because he tried to come and sit next to her, and then she went to an opposite side of him and sat somewhere else. Listen, they both have been toxic. They both have been on and off. I fuck with you, I don't. At this point, I feel like we too early on for y'all to be giving us whiplash like this. I ain't saying I gotta be wifed up, hubbied up, but let's build the communication to where it makes sense. Because right now the communication sucks, and it's making me not like y'all. No shade. And my main thing with Sincere is that he keeps saying, oh, he keep kissing her first off, and then when Melanie asks, do you want to explore her? Do you have a connection with her? He's saying no. Baby, Stevie Wonder can see there's something there. I do think he liked Melanie, but I think he also likes Soul. But I think if he explores Soul, then he will lose Melanie. That's what he's thinking. He don't have a choice now though. You gotta explore your connections. So then we get a glimpse of Soul and Jen talking, and they both are irritated because they feel like everybody is super cuffed up. Nobody is wanting to be open and talk to them. And I can understand their feelings and why they feel that way, but also y'all came in as bombshells. Y'all know what the fuck this shit entails. Y'all know what being a bombshell is. Y'all know the pros and the cons of it. So suck it up and get in the fucking field. So you was just going to bat for Sincere, and now because you see him showing Melanie a little attention, oh my gosh, nobody wants to explore me. Oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. These men are so, everybody's so in love. Baby, he was just upstairs kissing your hands, rubbing on your neck. He couldn't keep his hands off you. So because he upstairs now talking to Melanie, it's a problem. In the field, stop complaining. Now back to Melanie and Sincere. Melanie is telling Sincere, listen, Corbin, we talked, and he tried to kiss me, and I said no. So for me, I feel like you kissing all these bitches was tea. Here's the thing. She lets him know that she is going to explore the connection with Corbin and whoever else, and that, because she had to put herself first, and you do. And Sincere just keep apologizing, and honestly, the best apology is change behavior. So Sincere, give us that, please. Melanie tells him that she is going to give him one more chance. And you know what, sis? Me too. Just one, maybe half a chance. Because lying, I can't get past the lying. He blatantly lies, and it's like he lies so much he believes in his lies. And that's some delusional ass, cuckoo ass shit. Like, that's some shit you can't even really fix. I don't like that. But at the end of the conversation, they both agree to explore, but no kissing. Cool. Corbin and Anaya are talking, and he's asking her how connection with Casey is going. She says they're good, and he says, like, with him and Kenzie, he don't really know. Like, he feel like he's communicating one thing to Kenzie, and she's taking another way. And Anaya says, like, the communication in the villa is shit. And it is, babe. It is. Honestly, and I hate to say it, the only people who are communicating properly are Trinity and Bryce. And maybe even Bea and Gabriel when they do communicate. But everybody else, oh no. Oh no. Okay? He is basically saying, like, I communicate properly. She don't listen to what I'm saying though. And I feel like, I don't know if that's too true, because when he was on the doc that episode and he was telling her, like, listen, I don't want to explore the bombshells, like, I'm just super into you. Maybe Kenzie took that as if he don't want to explore nobody. And also, I could see, like, that's not his fault, because that's on Kenzie too. But y'all know Kenzie a little, she a little, so you might have to spell it out to her, for real. He said that when she told him that she kissed Caleb, he took it on the chin. And so she should do the same thing now that he want to explore Melanie. Just because he wants to explore Melanie doesn't mean he wants to like stop their connection. He also wants to continue to explore their connection, as he should. Now we get Casey and Zach walking to the dock. Zach wants to talk to him about Bryce wanting to talk to Kata, which is, yeah, what the fuck? Bryce, actually, what the fuck? That was like probably the dumbest thing you ever could have done, because like, be fucking for real. But we're gonna get to that. So Zach lets him know Bryce is trying to pull Kata, and he's like, what? Like, he said, what's going on today? What's going on tonight? Yeah, everybody tripping. Everybody a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs tonight. So he asked him, like, do you think he likes Trinity? And Zach said, yeah, I think he likes her, but I think he likes Kata more. And if Kata is down, he will 100% leave Trinity for Kata. Wow, very telling. So simultaneously, we get Bryce asking Kata to go for a chat. Now they go for a chat and say less. And mind you, when he asked her, he didn't even sound confident. He was like, can I pull you for a chat? Like, you scary? I ain't even talked about nothing yet. Mind you, you're 29. Bryce on BD, like he plummeted so far from me, like, But anyways, he pulled her to Say Less, and mind you, Say Less is a mere feet away from the dock, and they are on the dock. So they see them walk past and talk and everything. Kata is saying that she's cold, and Bryce said, well, do you want my, he had a flannel on. He's like, do you want my flannel? And she was like, no. That should tell you how this conversation is going to go. In Zach's beach hut, he says that he kind of feels bad for Bryce, like when he takes himself out the equation, because he wants him to be happy. Okay, whatever. Casey and him walk back over to the table where all the other Islanders are, and Trinity says, like, Zach, how you feel? And he was like, you know? And she was like, yeah. And then they go off and go talk. And he like, you know, it's a little weird because my best friend is wanting to talk to my girl, and me and Kata are actually really good. But you know, it is what it is. And Zach, I asked her, like, if your type came in right now, would you just like leave Bryce and explore that? She was like, no. She was like, I mean, I will, you know, explore that and try to see if there's a connection there, but I really like what I'm building with Bryce. And you know what? I actually believe her. Like, I really do. Like, even when she's talking about him, she gets like this little look in her eyes. And you know what? If she is lying, if she is faking it, she doing it really good. And I'm not faulting her for that. Take it all the way then. Fake it all the way. I'm not mad at her, actually, for doing that. Because y'all know what happened last season. Like, let's be for real. Everybody who was at the bottom four, for the most part, did not fuck with each other. For real. Like, we had a bombshell. No, a Casa Amor guy in a OG. No, she was a bombshell. Right? Yeah, a bombshell win the show. Like, that should show you. Motherfuckers did it last year. Why Trinity can't do it this year? I ain't mad at her. So as we all know, she denies Zach. She's like, listen, me and, she denies Bryce. She's like, me and Zach are really, really good. I am really enjoying what we have. And yes, I'm open to exploring connections if that happens. However, big on however, me and you, I don't see it for us. I feel like we are really good friends at this point in time. So no, nigga. In short, no. Now, Bryce says in his beach hut that, of course, rejection is a bruise to his ego. And he told her that he just had to have this conversation with her so he can get the doubt with Trinity out of his mind. Yeah, okay, what the fuck ever. It was given production made him do that, but that's another talk for another day. Now you got your answer. Move the fuck on. And honestly, literally, she rejected you already. Whoever put you up to that conversation don't give a fuck about you, because she did you so cold in that bedroom. Like, I would never ever try to approach her after that, actually. Like, he's talking about, oh, I feel the tension. I feel the tension every time I look up and we catch each other's eyes. She's looking at me. Yeah, nigga, she's probably wondering what the fuck you looking at. Like, what the fuck this nigga looking at? The Islanders are winding down for the night, and we get Kenzie in a beauty room talking to Anaya, and she is in tears because she is tired of being everybody's second option. Corbin asking to kiss Melanie was like, it bruised her ego. And honestly, she don't handle rejection well. Like, she really do not handle rejection well, and that is a bad character flaw, okay? Because you know how many times you're gonna get rejected in life? Like, okay, I can understand I want to be the second option. I can understand that. But just because he asked her for a kiss don't make you his second option. Like, you literally been coupled up with this man for 2 days. Chill out. Now, we also get the rest of the girls in the room, and Kata is telling them that Bryce put her for a chat and she denied that nigga. And Trinity said, you know what? I don't even like that. Like, that's so embarrassing. Like, he's too damn old for that. And this. And why is the 22-year-old schooling the 29-year-old once again? You know what? I was on a Bryce and Trinity train. I really was. I was rooting and hooting and hollering for them. But now I am officially off that train. I left the train station, actually. I will not be going back. I am done. Bryce did it for me. Like, it's rapsies for that. If Trinity do end up going all the way with him, good for her, okay? And take the 100K all to yourself if you do. But for me, I am done with it. Bryce, you showed your ass one too many times for me when she ain't did nothing but too bad of a bitch to even be with you, but that's another story. Yeah, I'm officially done. I hope some chocolate fine shit come in as a bombshell and snatch her ass up. Zach comes up to the beauty room to talk to Kata. They go outside and he's like, look, listen, I feel bad for Bryce. And she was like, I didn't even do nothing to make him feel that way. He's like, I know. Then we get a scene of Melanie running down to go hop in the bed with Sincere, and they all happy and juicing and in love now. And Anaya, y'all know their bed is right next to each other, so she is annoyed because she like, y'all toxic as fuck and I'm tired of y'all, okay? Casey like, less worried about us. Please do, because we don't see y'all enough. Worry about your damn self. I agree, Casey, 100%. Bryce is trying to apologize to Trinity and said that they will talk tomorrow about it. Whatever. Now, once they lights go off, it did look like a couple of the Islanders was getting a little frisky, i.e. Melanie and Sincere, but can't confirm it because it wasn't as obvious as Kenzie and Caleb. I mean, Kenzie and Corbin, of course. Now, I'm hoping that Melanie did not give up no cooch, because it's gonna look like you did that to keep him, and I hate that for you. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the next day they was super up on each other, and I'm feeling like she probably gave up a little coochie, and that's just no. Can't get the coochie out the queen. Put some Lulu on his butt. Like, why is you just so he won't fuck with Soul? Please, bruh. Morning comes and Trinity says she is not in the mood. I feel you, boo. And Casey says, you know what? A lot of y'all was acting the fuck up yesterday. Let's have a better day. And I agree. You know what? They about to act up again. So buckle up, baby. Then we get to Gabe saying that he is so with wanting to explore Jen and that they had a good sexual attraction. But ain't that true with everybody? You got a good sexual attraction with everybody, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, I did notice that Soul, up until this point, was really quiet this episode. And honestly, she is quiet most of the time. We don't really get too many scenes of her talking unless it's like with Sincere. Sincere did decide to make Melanie and Soul breakfast that day. And I'm like, how he gonna pull that off? Luckily, he do not have to go to the makeup room to give it to them. The girls finish, I guess, getting ready early because they all come downstairs, like all together. That is new. So he hands Melanie her plate first, and everybody pretty much dispersed out of the kitchen and go sit down at the tables. And Soul and him are still in the kitchen, and then he give her food. But mind you, Melanie peeping because she's a fucking peeping Tom, like she's a detective and she's just looking. Okay, keep it pee, please. Please keep it pee. Melanie is talking to Kata, and I like how they actually got like a friendship now. Look like at least something is there. But she's telling Kata that she's trying to get, you know, smooth things out and, you know, just go with the flow with Sincere. But 4 kisses is a lie, and she is hinting towards Kata and not Kata, Soul and Sincere kissing 4 times. And Kata's beach hut, she says that, you know, Sincere, she don't know what the fuck he got going on, and she don't know if he is really into Melanie or if he is dragging Soul along for, you know, to get at her or whatever. We don't know either, babe. We actually don't know either. So there's that. Sincere is also telling the guys that he can see himself with both. We can too. That's why we picked you and Soul to couple up. And I hope an actual connection come out of it. That way this shit can actually be like something, and it can, you know, like give us something. Please give us something. Now, next we get Kenzie and Soul talking, and she pulls her to chat, and she's asking her how Sincere and her's connection is going. And she like, you know what? I really like him. I feel like I can naturally just talk to him. Like everything comes natural with us. Kenzie says, you know what, I really think he likes you too, and I feel like you should keep, you know, pursuing him, and I support you in all that you do. You are a nasty, nasty girl. Nasty, nasty girl, okay? And let me tell you something. Yes, it's nothing wrong with her wanting to support Soul and Sincere's connection, but the timing is everything, and the timing tells your motives for what you're doing in this moment. You mad that Melanie had that conversation with motherfucking Corbin, you still butthurt? Not the girl who don't know how to handle a roster. Oh, guess who's on the shit list too? Kenzie. Like, I am through with this. Like, I actually really liked her. Now, not so much. Nasty, nasty girl. Really rude and really nasty. She then tells her, like, listen, and whenever you need somebody to talk to, whenever you want to talk about anything, you can come to me. I'm here. I got your back. I want to be friends with you. Bryce and Trinity are talking, and they both are like basically saying the same thing. If their type comes in, like, they're worried that one gonna lead the other because their type comes in, and basically at the end of the conversation they reassure each other that that's not what they're on. Now, one thing I did like about this conversation is Trinity brought up race, and y'all know that is very taboo on the Love Island Villa. In the Love Island Villa, she brought up race though. And she was like, you know, you don't usually date black girls, and black people in different races don't really, you know. I love that. I love that she brought that up, because these are the conversations that Love Island viewers need to see, because it gets real nasty with the viewers, real nasty. Now we get Kenzie and Corbin talking, and Kenzie is saying that he doesn't really show emotion and he has a hard shell. And he like, what you mean? No, I don't. And actually, you really do. And that's because he's AI and he's a robot, and robots don't show emotion. He has no personality. He's dry as a fucking brick, as a wall, as a doorknob. Like, he then says that he should have been upfront with how he really felt about her kissing Caleb, because I guess he felt some type of way. No, he didn't. Kenzie, don't fall for the bullshit. This is what I'm saying. Kenzie's so easy to fucking manipulate. Do not fall for the bullshit. He's only doing that because he knows that you're feeling some type of way about him wanting to kiss Melanie, him asking to kiss Melanie. Do not fall for it. He do not give a fuck that you kiss Caleb. Because when you told him, it rolled the fuck off. Like, he didn't even hesitate to have any type of emotion. He was just like, okay. So please don't fall for that. She probably is though. But I do feel like points was made a little bit, because it's like, how could you get mad at him for asking Melanie for a kiss, but you kiss Caleb? Girl, who the fuck is you? So the Islanders received a text that they will be having a game challenge called Sweetest Pie, and that Sierra and Teffy will be hosting, and they also will be the new host for After Sun. Now, Sierra and Teffy comes into the villa looking really, really good. I'm familiar with Sierra. I know she's on Summer House. I'm not familiar with Teffy, but she's a beautiful girl. So here's how the challenge will go. It's boys against girls. The girls and the boys will both ask a question. We have a category of sweet questions, which the Islanders have to choose that person by kissing them. And then we have the naughty questions, where the Islanders have to choose that question by pieing them, okay? Let's get into a few questions. I am gonna read from my phone because I am reading what the question says. So, first question was, who will remember your coffee order? The girls pick Caleb and Kenzie kisses him. They didn't say the question for the next one, but Casey does say the girl's outgoing, smart, funny, and sweet, and he kisses Anaya. Then they say, outside of the villa, who was most likely to ghost someone? The girls pick Corbin. Now, I thought it would have been Gabe, because it definitely gives ghost a little bit. Corbin does too, but for me, I feel like Gabe would have been my first choice. But Corbin is definitely a good runner-up. In his beach hut, he says, you know what? Okay, it might be some validity there, because I have ghosted people. We know, nigga. Okay, next question is, the boys got to choose who would go somebody outside the villa. They chose Soul, and Corbin was the one to pie her, because mind you, Soul pied him for the ghosting one. Now, the next question is, who was most likely to defend somebody when you're not around? And of course, they chose Zach. Not of course. Why I say of course? Why did I write of course? Zach don't seem like the person who's gonna defend somebody, but whatever. So one thing I noticed for real is, you knew who they was kind of gonna choose because of the girl who went to go kiss him. Most likely it was the couples or somebody who's interested, and I feel like they should have just switched it up, but everybody is so coupled up, they don't want to kiss people even in the challenge. The boys choose, I think it was Kenzie. No, the boys choose Bea, and Gabriel kisses her. Next question was, who is most likely to help somebody out on the streets or stop what they're doing to help somebody on the street? The girls pick Sincere, and Melanie kisses him, and she does the most. She does the most. She marked her territory for real. And you could just see in Soul's face she wasn't feeling that. Now, in Soul's Beach Hut, she says she's in her feelings. She says that she feels like they're not open as they say they are because it's starting to feel and look like that. Oh, the next question is, who was most likely to string two women along at once? The girls choose Jen, and she says a bar. She says, your name might be Sincere, but you're not. You might be sincere, but you're not honest. T for me. He says he don't know why he got pie for that because he has been honest with both women. Who? When? You wouldn't even be honest now, lying ass nigga. And that's what I mean by sincere believe his lies. Because for you to say that you have been honest with both women, like, you cannot believe that, bro. The last question is, who is more likely to break girl code or guy code? The girls choose Gabe to pie, and then the guys pick Soul. Now, Soul, at this point, she is motherfucking irritated. She put her hands up like this to block the pie from like actually being her face, and then threw it, right? Like all the cream out. And Zach said, it's only a game. Now that made me laugh a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even fuck with Zach, but that was a little funny. That was a little funny. I give it to him. And then she says, you know what? I'm so tired of this fucking villa. And I think she's feeling the brunt of everything. A lot of people think that she got pied a lot more that was shown. I believe that as well. But I also think it's because she's dealing with the woes of being in this love triangle with Melanie and Sincere. And she's been seeing Melanie and Sincere all day, just lovey-dovey. So I don't think it was just the pie shit, but that probably was the cherry on top of the pie. So Soul does start to cry, and I feel bad because nobody wants to see anybody crying or being hurt. I know this experience is probably a lot, and then on at the fact that you're a bombshell is probably even more a lot. So I don't want to see her crying, but I did think, no shade, that it gave a little bit of sore loser, just a little bit. Now, Bea said in her beach hut, like, she did not deserve to get pied that much, and honestly, a lot of the questions they pied her for should have been mailed. Mel should have been pied. Bea, y'all know Bea don't fuck with Melanie for real. Like, they kissed and made up, but she don't really fuck with that girl. So the challenge is over, and we get, you know, some of the islanders still on the grass. Melanie and Sincere are like this, hugged up and shit. Soul walks to the kitchen, she's crying. Melanie says she wants to talk to Soul, and Sincere said, why? Nasty, nasty, nasty boy. Okay, so Melanie says, because like I don't want her to feel like, you know, left out, because she is a bombshell. This is probably a lot. We've been like Mel and Sincere all day. So yeah, she don't end up talking to him though. But we get a scene of Soul in the kitchen crying, and in that moment, I believe it was Corbin, Casey, and Jen. And Casey walks over to her and like, are you okay? And shout out to motherfucking Casey, bruh. The only nigga who actually came and asked her if she was good, checked on her. Corbin, your big-headed ass just sat there like a fucking robot. You know what? I can't even blame you, because you are. Like, so fucking love me. Like, really so love me. Gabe says he feels kind of thrown off because he did not feel like, he did not expect for Bea to be singing Caleb's praises. She did kiss him twice. Well, she kissed him once and then he kissed her. Like, one of the questions, I can't remember, I didn't write it down. And when they asked her like how she felt about that, she said some stuff, nothing too serious. Gabe just nitpicking that shit at this point. Like, he want to have something to say, whatever. So they go and chat about that. Honestly, I didn't really take notes on it because it wasn't really nothing much. She just like, what you mad at, nigga, for real? Like, what's he? Like, I ain't even really do nothing. Like, now we have the Islanders getting ready for Club Villa. So in the beauty room says that she did not deserve to get pied by the boys that many times, and all the girls agree. Over in the boys' quarters, Sincere is saying that he wants to reassure Soul tonight, so that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna pull her for a chat. Corbin says that he wants to still build with Kenzie, but he knows he has high competition, especially tonight, because Caleb is pulling out the cowboy hat and boots. And my boy look good. So Club Villa starts. Corbin and Caleb decide to go have a chat. They talk about basically Kenzie, and Corbin like, look, I know you her type to a T. I do want to explore the collection. I know y'all still gonna explore the connection. But you know, it is what it is. They both agree, like, listen, may the best man win. Cool. Then we get a scene of Anaya, Trinity, and Melanie and say less talking. Melanie is saying that she don't even really have a want to explore the connection with Corbin. That's crazy. Now that what? She said she really just want to be with Sincere. Like she likes Sincere so much. Like she just wants shit to work with him. I'm so tired of Sincere and Melanie. I am, just a little bit. You know, all the girls agree, like, we know, we see, whatever. She also don't blame So. She like, this is not So's fault, this is Sincere's fault. So, you know, she has empathy towards So, and she keeps mentioning wanting to talk to her. So I hope we finally get that, like, a glimpse of their conversation, you know, because I don't know if they talked or not, but I hope they show it. Sincere pulls So to talk, and they're going to speak easy. Y'all know that speak easy ain't cool. Y'all might want to be cool. Now they're going to speak easy to talk, and Sincere says he wants to reassure her, but honestly, to me, it was giving more so dumping her, like, I'm cool off you, than reassure her. In the nicest way possible though. He wasn't like rude with it, but it wasn't giving, I still want to explore you, like, you know. He basically telling her like he's here for her still. Whenever she want to talk, they could talk, and then, you know, start asking her about other things in her life. And she tells him, like, I think that this can only go so far because you and Melanie are like this. So I feel like it's no reason for us to really even be talking. But they're still talking there, but you can tell, like, the energy with them are different now. Honestly, to me, I feel like that was Sincere's time to keep it real about his intentions. But he didn't, because he's a little ass boy and he be doing little boy ass shit. Are we surprised? Not really. Now we get Zach and Jen having a conversation, and he asks her, like, you know, who she's feeling the most. And she said, honestly, she's shocked by how much she's feeling Gabriel, because he's not somebody she would usually choose. But right now, that is a person that she do, like, have the most type of attraction or connection to. And Zach reassures her, like, listen, he's feeling you. He told us earlier that he's feeling you. And I mean, did he say that? Kind of, not really, but whatever, because y'all two go whatever. And in my head, I'm like, Zach playing the Sims just as much as he is, because every time he on the screen, he asking somebody else about their connection and who they like the most. Nigga, who you like the most? Why you always in everybody's business? Mind your own business. Get in your shit, because your homeboy's trying to creep in. Now Ariana comes in. I know shit about to get crazy, okay? Ariana looks good as fuck as always. She tells the Islanders to get to the fire pit immediately. Now when they get to the fire pit, she asks the Bombshells how it's been for them. And So says, you know what? It's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody in here acting like they just coupled up So and left. So it's been rough. Jen says it's been interesting. And Caleb said he's been having fun. Now, Ariana reveals that America has been voting, and you can literally see everybody shrink. Literally goes, they shaking in their boots. Yes, the power's in our hands, baby. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Now, she says that we have been voting for who we think the Bombshells should couple up with. Now, this really shook it up, because everybody was just like, okay, they voting, whatever. Now, when they say this, Melanie instantly looked at Sincere. She looked sad as fuck. And he is trying to reassure her, like, no matter what, it's me and you. You feel me? We're going to be good. So before I talk about who won the Bombshell, my votes was for Caleb to couple up with Kenzie, Jen to couple up with Gabriel, and Sincere to couple up with So. And I based these decisions off the conversations they had, who it looked like they had chemistry with. And yeah, that's how I did it. Now, that's exactly how it went. All three of those couples got paired up. Every Islander who paired up with the Bombshell looked like they did not want to. Like, they looked like they regretted even having conversations, kissing, whatever. Everybody looked fucking sad. Everybody looked sad. Literally everybody looked sad. Corbin looked like he was fucking, because he probably thought he was gonna get eliminated, but whatever. Now Ariana drops the bomb that, okay, these people are single and vulnerable, but y'all see it's two women and one boy. So Corbin has to pick who he wants to couple up with. Of course, Corbin chooses Melanie. Bea gets sent home. She's dumped from the villa. Everybody is in tears. Everybody is in shambles. Everybody is feeling away, as they should. Bea has been a real one consistently, okay? I didn't choose this vote thinking about who was going to go home, and I'm sad that Bea went home. I dropped a few thug tears for my girl. But you know what? She handled it really well. The Islanders was crying a lot more than her. After the deliberations, Ariana did give her a hug, so that speaks to the type of person she was, because Ariana don't even really do that. The girls go to the dressing room to help her pack. Gabriel come in and they have a talk, and they start talking to each other in Spanish and basically saying, like, this connection to you means a lot. I really, really like you. I'm happy, you know, that we got to connect. Bea is telling him, thanking him for making her feel soft and seen. And Bea is happy that he would, you know, He gave her a space to feel soft and normal. She said, I appreciate you for treating me like a normal person. He actually cried. Like, he was crying. Corbin even dropped a few tears. And you know what? This part made me a little sad because I didn't expect anybody to leave the villa, and I definitely didn't expect it to be Bea. I knew it was going to be Bea after knowing that somebody left the villa. Also, Love Island dropped the fucking bomb. Put the flyer out. So we knew. Anyways. But said during her like final exit beach hut, it wasn't in the beach hut, but you know, by the villa, she said that she's sad to leave Gabriel. And she didn't expect to be sad to leave him there. Out of all the men that she's ever met, she didn't think it would be like the dude from Love Island that she was sad to leave. And that's for to show you that Love Island is real. People have real emotions. These people make real connections even if they don't make it to the end. And she said if Gabriel don't, you know, hook up with somebody in here, he knows where to find her. My visions for Sunday's episode, I think that Melanie and Sincere are gonna have a deep talk about the state of their connection. I think Soul and Sincere might get back into the groove of things, honestly. Kizzy is gonna be full of fucking sadness because Corbin and Melanie is finally coupled up, and y'all know she is not feeling that. I think they might bring in a bombshell, maybe, hopefully, find shit for Trinity. But that's all I can think of right off the bat. If they do a date, I believe that Casey and I will get the first date. Fingers crossed on that. And yeah, that is my thoughts. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, please. Get us to 1K by the end of Love Island season. And if you made it to the end of this episode, please drop a purple heart below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.